There have been a great number of famous Tuscan people throughout history, and many of these are known for their contribution to Italian fashion and style. One of these famous Italians is Guccio Gucci. The story of Gucci and the famous fashion house is an interesting one, so keep watching for some interesting Guccio Gucci facts. Guccio Gucci's childhood and teenage years were humble. Born in 1881, Guccio was the son of an Italian leather goods maker who originated from the north. Guccio was not too keen on taking the same occupational route as his father, so when he was a teen he traveled to places like London and Paris, where he worked as a waiter, dishwasher, and concierge. In London, he worked at the prestigious Savoy Hotel as a lift attendant, and it was during this time that he observed the style and elegance of many wealthy and famous people. In particular, he took note of the beautiful luggage styles that he saw. Funnily enough, on his return to Florence when he was about 40 years old, his appreciation of fashion and style was so great that he did follow in his father's footsteps and went on to revolutionize the leather goods industry with a collection of high-quality goods. The first Gucci shop was founded in Florence in 1921, and it is from here that the legendary history of Guccio Gucci and his company really took off. Many of his designs were inspired by horse racing, and his company quickly became known for its incredible level of craftsmanship. In 1932, Guccio created the first loafer shoe with a gilded snaffle, as well as a wonderful selection of luggage ties, shoes, and the famous handbags with a bamboo handle that were seen on the arms of plenty of high-profile celebrities. The year 1953 is famous for two reasons: the death of Guccio Gucci and the opening of the first Gucci store overseas. Boutiques started to spring up everywhere, and the glamorous GG symbol that is still used today was created in the 1960s. The following decades brought about near bankruptcy and family problems, but the company was reestablished in the 1980s and is one of the most profitable Italian designer houses today. So 1881, Guccio Gucci is born in Florence. In 1897, he finds work in the Savoy Hotel in London. In 1902, he returns to Florence and joins the leather manufacturer Franzi. From 1905 to 1912, sons Aldo, Vasco, and Rodolfo are born to Guccio and his wife Ada. In 1921, Guccio opens his first stores in Florence on Via Vigna Nuova and then Via de Parione. 1935 to 1936. As a result of the League of Nations embargo against Italy, Gucci finds alternatives to imported leather and other materials. It develops a specially woven canapa or hemp from Naples, printed with the first signature print, a series of small interconnecting diamonds in dark brown on a tan background. Gucci's first successful suitcases are made from it. In 1938, the Rome store opens on Via Condori. 1947 to 1948, production of leather goods resumes after World War II. Aldo Gucci introduces the pigskin, which becomes the signature house material. The first bamboo-handled bag inspired by the shape of a saddle is thought to be produced in this period. 1948, Maurizio Gucci is born to Rodolfo and his wife, Alessandra. 1951, Rodolfo opens the first Milan store on Via Montepulcione. Around this time, the green, red, and green web becomes a hallmark of the company. 1953, Gucci becomes a pioneer of Italian design in the U.S. when Aldo opens the first American store in the Savoy Plaza Hotel on East 58th Street in New York. Gucci Gucci dies at age 72, 15 days after the New York store opens. The Gucci loafer with metal horsebit is created. In 1955, the house's crest becomes the registered trademark. 1960, the New York store moves to a Fifth Avenue address next to the St. Regis Hotel at 55th Street. 1961, stores open in London and Palm Beach. The bag that Jacqueline Kennedy is seen with is renamed the Jackie. Around this time, the GG logo is applied to canvas and used for bags, small leather goods, luggage, and the first pieces of clothing. 1963, the first Paris store opens. 1966, the floral scarf print is designed for Princess Grace of Monaco. 1968, Gucci opens in Beverly Hills. 1972, a store opens in Tokyo. Maurizio Gucci, son of Rodolfo, goes to work with his uncle Aldo in New York until 1982. Around this time, the brand is hitting its fashion stride. A store dedicated to clothing opens at 699 Fifth Avenue in New York, while 689 Fifth Avenue focuses on shoes, bags, luggage, and accessories. A flagship opens in Hong Kong. 1975, the first fragrance launches. 1981, ready-to-wear parades for the first time at the Florentine fashion shows at the Sala Bianca, playing heavily on the floral print. 1982, Gucci gets the legal SPA designation. Leadership eventually passes to Rodolfo Gucci. 1985, the iconic loafer is displayed at the Metropolitan Museum of Art in New York and becomes a part of the permanent collection. 1989, the Anglo-Arabian holding company Investcorp purchases 50% of Gucci shares. The fund lures Dawn Mello, then president of Bergdorf Goodman, to revitalize the brand. She brings Richard Lambertson, head of Bergdorf's accessories department, to be the design director. 1990, American designer Tom Ford is hired to oversee women's RTW. 1993, Maurizio Gucci transfers his shares to Investcorp, ending the family's involvement in the firm. 1994, Tom Ford is appointed creative director. His first collection for fall 1995 focuses on jet-set glamour and is a critical and commercial success, putting the label back at the forefront of fashion. 1995, Domenico De Sole, previously Chief Executive Officer of Gucci America Incorporated, is appointed Gucci Group's CEO. He immediately begins reining in licenses, franchises, and secondary lines to reverse a decade that saw overexposure of the brand and cheapening of its image. Also in 95, Maurizio Gucci is gunned down by a hitman commissioned by his ex-wife, Patrizia Reggiani. 1996 to 1997, Ford's collection of white cut-out jersey dresses fastened with abstract horsebit belts sets the sleek, sexy, modern style of the house's look in the 90s and establishes it as a brand dedicated to evening glamour, and consequently attracts hordes of Hollywood actors and actresses. 1999 to 2000, the Jackie bag relaunches in many colors and variations, triggering a huge and sustained response. It opens the era of the Gucci It bag. The company weathers a hostile takeover bid by LVMH, Moet Hennessy, Louis Vuitton Chief Executive Bernard Arnault. It is ultimately saved when white knight Francois Pinault of strategic investment firm PPR, known as Pinault Printemps Redoubt at the time, starts amassing a portfolio of luxury brands. In 2002, Frida Giannini, previously handbag designer for Fendi, joins the label's accessories department, contributing bold reinventions of house signatures as part of Ford's design team. 2004, Ford and Desoleil leave the company when they and parent PPR fail to come to terms over a new contract. John Ray takes over men's design, Alessandra Facchinetti takes women's, and Giannini becomes creative director of accessories. Robert Poulet, the head of Unilever's $7.8 billion frozen food division, trades ice cream and fish sticks for handbags and stilettos as the new CEO of Gucci Group. Mark Lee, CEO of PPR-owned Yves Saint Laurent, is named Gucci brand chief. In 2005, Giannini is appointed creative director of women's RTW following her success relaunch of the floral print as a bag collection. A year later, she adds the role of creative director for menswear. In 2006, the company signs a long-term licensing agreement with P&G for the production and worldwide distribution of its fragrances. Also in 2006, the Ginza flagship opens in Tokyo, and Landmark Hong Kong flagship opens. In 2007, the first TV ad campaign runs. It is for Gucci by Gucci fragrance and is directed by David Lynch. In 2008, Gucci opens the New York global flagship in Trump Tower on Fifth Avenue. The company celebrates with an event co-hosted by Giannini and Madonna, a night to benefit raising Malawi and UNICEF. The renovated Rome flagship is reopened. During the celebration for the 70th anniversary of its Roman store, the 2009 Cruise Collection show is live streamed on the website. Gucci by Gucci, the first men's scent created by Giannini, makes its debut with actor James Franco starring in the ad campaign. The house also renews its eyewear licensing deal with Salifo until 2018. In 2009, Patricio Del Marco, head of group-owned Bottega Veneta, joins Gucci as president and CEO, succeeding Mark Lee. Flora by Gucci, Giannini's second woman's scent, launches, and the iconic Jackie bag is given a modern interpretation and dubbed the new Jackie bag. Gucci opens its first pop-up shop in New York, selling an exclusive footwear line designed by Mark Ronson. Similar temporary stores will later open in Miami, London, and Tokyo. The label enters the Indian retail market in a joint venture with the holding company of local entrepreneurs, Reena and Ashek Wadhwa, taking a controlling 51% stake in the new firm. 2010, a sporty contemporized version of the Bamboo bag, the new Bamboo, the new Gucci 1973 line of bags, and the Gucci by Gucci Sport, fragrance, and Gucci Guilty women's scent all launch. The Singapore Paragon store reopens, and the city-state celebrates Giannini with a special orchid, the Paravanda Frida. A joint venture in leather goods, GPA, or Gucci Pelletteria Annalisa is formed. Gucci takes a 51% stake, while the other 49% is held by Jacopo Focardi, owner of Pelletteria Annalisa, near Florence. The company unveils its renovated digital flagship and launches Gucci Playground, the first iPad app dedicated to children's wear. In 2011, the company prepares its 90th anniversary. So there you have it. And that's the history of Gucci, how they began, and how they got to where they are now. They've evolved. It took them a long time, but they've established themselves as a powerhouse in the fashion industry. Um, Gucci has become a status symbol that people don't mind spending their money on because it's that quality. It's one of those things that you know that if you have that Gucci handbag that you can feel the quality. That's why I don't understand how people get to falling for the bootleg bags because the real ones are so much more um, high quality. Like you can actually see the difference. I mean, there are some good fakes though out there. But thanks for watching. Like all that, and I'm out. Peace.